Hey everyone, just wanted to take a quick look at the next few days for us. You might have heard of some severe weather heading our way, or you might not have. And that could be a possibility. As with anything with weather, it's all about percentages, and weather is, for all intents and purposes, a little bit unpredictable. But we're going to take a look at the next few days as far as SPC outlooks go. And we're going to look at a few models and see what's up and when we can expect some weather to head into our way. So thanks for joining me. Let's take a look. All right, y'all. So what we're looking at is SPC categorical outlooks. They release these on a 3-day cycle. Actually goes to 8 days, but in between days 4 and 8, we really don't ever have that much foreknowledge to predict those days accurately. They have a little bit of a clue what we can expect, but as far as weather goes, the next 3 days, we have a pretty clear look at what we can see. So what we're seeing at the moment is day 1 of the categorical outlook, which came out this morning and shows us what we're looking at for today. There will be a slight chance of some thunderstorms happening just above us, as you can see, in upper Tennessee, northern Tennessee, and throughout Kentucky. SPC believes they're going to see some precipitation and could be some thunderstorms, but nothing severe. As you can see in the bottom right-hand side, there are, in the Outlook legend, there are risks numbered 1 to 5, and then there's the thunderstorm risk. So all these are just thunderstorm based above us. And then as we head into tomorrow, actually this is on Friday, so I'm actually showing us what's going to happen after tomorrow. We're going to see this system push out of our area and out to the eastern United States and down through Florida. This is going to be out of our way. So unlike the previous storm system that was hitting us, it was seemingly day after day after day of severe weather. We're just going to have a nice blast of things to look at. So this is for tomorrow, April 10th, 2025. Here we can see that we are in the slight chance of severe weather. And so there's a few days this past storm system, we were in the marginal, we were in slight. Actually, we were in the enhanced for one of those days, but this is a slight risk of severe weather for us on Thursday. And you can actually see what the SPC has worded here. The synopsis: on Thursday, an elongated, strong mid-level jet streak across the Central Plains will help amplify the trough across the eastern Conus, or the U.S. Yeah. Very cold mid-level temperatures will overspread the mid-Mississippi Valley into the Tennessee Valley. At the surface, lower middle, 50s, will stream northeastward. Just weird wording. Along ahead of the southeastward moving cold front. It's basically saying that temperatures in the mid-level atmosphere are going to be very surprisingly cold for especially this time of year. And our temperatures at surface level, we're looking at a lot more warmer temperatures than mid-level. So we look at 1,000 to 1,500 Cape from Arkansas into Tennessee. Cape is just the instability of the air, how much room it has to work with to start forming severe weather. Thursday afternoon, across the warm sector by early Thursday afternoon, within the left exit region of the upper level jet streak. This should result in scattered thunderstorms from Arkansas, Missouri to Indiana, eastern Kentucky, and perhaps southern Ohio. The best overlap between the greatest instability and shear will be from eastern Arkansas eastward to northern Georgia, which we can kind of consider ourselves, or we'll see these lines actually go for a while on Thursday, I believe. Long, straight hodographs will initially support splitting supercells with a threat for large hail. In addition, these supercells will have some wind threat given the steep lapse rates and well-mixed boundary layer. This thermodynamic profile will support eventual upscale growth into one or more line segments with a primary damaging wind threat expected by late afternoon and into the evening. We'll put it into human terms, which is going to be you're going to have some, well, you know what? Let's just take a look at some really awesome forecasts and models that we're going with. This is at 3 p.m. This is the composite reflectivity. This is just kind of showing us as far as reflectivity from the radars, what we can expect to see. 3 p.m. today on the 9th, what we're looking at. And so we move on to 6 p.m., 7 p.m., there's 9 p.m., 11 p.m. Honestly, really don't see much as far as thunderstorms at all above us. This is 2 a.m. tomorrow. Then we can start to see some thunderstorms forming above us. What we're seeing here and what... hold on just a second. There we go. What we can see here is we're getting kind of a cold front here, but the temperatures coming mid atmosphere down here are quite a bit cooler than our surface levels, and we'll take a look at temperatures as well. This causes some instability, some wind threats, and possible severe weather. And as the Earth heats up more during the day on Thursday for us, the more unstable our surface conditions get to mix with this mid-level pressure system that's coming in. So we can see through, let's see, what is this? 4 a.m. There's 5 a.m. 6, 7. Now we can start seeing a lot more stuff pop off. 9 a.m. And then we head into the evening, mid-afternoon, evening hours. And that's when stuff really starts to form for us. Around the 4 o'clock hour tomorrow, we're going to see some stuff start to form our way for precipitation. And thanks for hanging in this long. I promise these will start getting better. I won't just start rambling on. As we know what to look for, we can stop doing these explanations as much. But so here's 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. At 5 o'clock, we should really be starting to get into, our storm system for the evening. And as you can see, we're kind of supporting some supercell breakoffs here. Some of those can be dangerous because when they start to form on their own, they can pick up energy, especially with surrounding storms. That leaves a lot of instability in our atmosphere. So a lot of these can join up together or, create their own, supercells that spawn off some severe weather. Here is let me see what hour that is. That's 6 p.m. So here's 4, 5, 6, and 7 p.m. We're really starting to see this system develop in our area with our cape, our instability that we have. So that is through 7 p.m. Again, you know, just to go through this slowly. Here's midnight of the 10th. Actually, you know what? Let's back up. Just we're feeling confident about this. Let's start at 5 p.m. today. 6. And as this goes, there's 10 p.m., midnight. And so you can kind of see the pattern happening, right? As these fronts move out, there's more pressure coming down, and we're mixing with jet streaks right up of some warm weather coming our way. 7, 8 a.m., 9 a.m., and there is 3 p.m. And all of a sudden, you know, right around 2 and 3, these storms start to take form here. 4, 5, 6, 7, and then that's all I can grab. Again, tomorrow we'll try and post some more about other models that are coming in as they're released by SPC. But we look at our surface-based cape. This is cape that lies within surface level for air that mixes in, and these are kind of cool to look at. Kind of cloud wisps happening here, but boy, you can really see this now, right? Here is tonight at midnight, and we head on out into 3 p.m. So, just like we're talking about, our air becomes unstable, our surface temperatures rise at 2 p.m., 3 p.m., 4 p.m. But we do have a blast of instability. When the storms actually hit, I'm not sure they're going to be as severe as we're being told. Of course, this is a slight risk. So there will probably be some high winds. There will be some thunderstorms. I don't think we're going to look at these storms forming into something too severe. If need be, we'll take a look at the models tomorrow. If we need to go live, that's fine. We can do that. But as far as our best chance of seeing severe storms when they form, you know, at 4 and 5 p.m., I think is our best shot of seeing those. So now we'll take a look at the cloud coverage totals. See how cloudy we're going to get tomorrow. 3 p.m., 4 p.m. This is kind of telling me that anything, like I said, could happen with storms. We could have surface temperatures at 60, 70 degrees. Without clouds to cover, it starts growing in instability, right? We allow more sunlight through. We allow the earth to heat up, and those water parcels can rise into the storms that are forming. So this is at 4 p.m. Actually, let's back up a little bit earlier in the day. 10 a.m., 1 p.m., 4 p.m. That's 7. Of course, the sun is going down, so we can really just look through here. We're going to have some cloud coverage in between 2 and 3 p.m. And this is through the night. So we'll take a look at some temperatures coming up. Let's back up some. That's way too far. So we're going to look at temperatures this evening. We're going to be in the mid 60s at 4 p.m., you know, traveling into 7 p.m. Overnight, we're only looking in the lower 50s. You know, starting around midnight, we're hitting 50 degrees. 1 a.m., we're at 40. And then all of a sudden, here comes that warm air from the south. At 9 a.m., we're looking at 60 degrees. 10 a.m. we're looking at 63, 66 by 11. By noon, and I want to make this kind of a educational thing. The more the Earth heats up in front of these pressure systems, the more chance of severe weather we can see. That's why the risk of tornadoes just below us in Alabama and you know, a little bit of northern Georgia are a little bit heavier than ours. They actually heat up a little bit quicker than us. So we see at, you know, 10 a.m. we're looking mid 60s. 11 a.m. looking at mid to upper 60s. 12 we're looking almost 70 degrees. At 1 p.m. we're looking at low 70s. 2 p.m. we're looking at mid 70s. 3 p.m. we're looking at mid 76 degrees. This is going to cause instability for these storm systems to form and possibly produce severe weather. So yes, it will be warm. However, the sad part about it is you probably won't get much of a chance to enjoy it. So then you can actually see as the storm system rolls through. You're talking 3 p.m. at 76, 5 p.m. you're back at 60. So 15 degree or more difference after the storm system rolls through. 60 degrees, 58 degrees by 7 p.m. So what this is telling us, especially, you know, in these hours right here, you know, somewhere around 3 p.m., we'll look at the soundings. The HRR model, HRR, I always get it messed up. Anyways, this is at the 3 p.m. mark for us, and we can see max temperatures that are in the 75, 76 degree range with a convection temperature of 74 degrees. That just means that if our ground heats up more than what the convection temperature is, we're going to have a little bit of rising motion, a helicity motion to our updrafts, which could spawn some severe weather. I wouldn't expect much at all in terms of tornadoes, but as far as some damaging winds and hail with these, it's a possibility. So that is our outlooks for the next few days, and like I said, by Friday we're pretty much out of it. So, yeah, we're looking at some temperatures here and some weather here that could both be elevated into severe range. So, y'all be safe. We will be on tomorrow if I feel like there's a super threat or stuff that I can help you watch out for. If winds start to develop earlier that are in the 50, 60 mile per hour range, we'll help you out tomorrow. So if I see you then, I see you then. If not, that's a good sign. So I've been telling everybody who's been asking about this, the easiest way to keep up with what we're doing in the severe coverage is subscribe to the channel and then hit the notification bell to receive notifications for the channel. I won't go live unless there's severe weather headed our way. That is a guarantee to you. I don't want this is a scare tactic channel. So if I get on and you see that pop up, know that we're looking at severe weather, whether you can get it on or not. Then this to help you out. But yeah, do that. Subscribe, hit the notification button. And if we see you tomorrow, we'll see you tomorrow. If not, y'all have a very safe and blessed week and weekend. And we'll see you soon.